So Mark,
Yes.
how does Chris Pine stand up in the Jack Ryan canon?
You're not just an analyst anymore. You're operational now.
Well, there are two answers to that. He's not, in and of himself, he's pretty good. Certainly, he doesn't have much competition. Previous Jack Ryans, the Tom Clancy character, have been Alec Baldwin, who wasn't quite right, Harrison Ford, who was too old, and Ben Affleck, who was too callow. Chris Pine is callow too, this is the second part of the answer, but he's supposed to be. This is meant very clearly as a reboot of the series, and it's very much an origin story. So we get to see, first thing we see, Jack is a grad student at the London School of Economics. He's yet to join the CIA. So he's supposed to be young. That said, Chris Pine, being Chris Pine, he's pretty frisky, and Jack Ryan, as anyone who's read Tom Clancy's novels knows, is not a frisky guy. But then again, if your fiancée was Keira Knightley, you'd be pretty frisky too. The villain, the evil Russian villain, is an oligarch, is Kenneth Branagh, who's very good. Unfortunately, he's also the director, where he's not quite so good.
So do you think this is going at a younger audience for the Jack Ryan?
It's clearly aimed at a younger audience.
Yeah.
But the irony is that the nicest things about it are perhaps aimed at, oh, we're not an older audience, but people our age. Kevin Costner plays Jack's handler, CIA handler, and he's really good.
There's a very real scenario here where we don't get out of this alive.
I've never been a Kevin Costner fan, but finally...
He has his moments.
He has his moments, and he was a massive star. Young people won't remember this or know this, but back in the late 80s, early 90s, he was the biggest star in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
You can sort of see why now. There's a kind of ease in front of the camera and a gravitas he has that's maybe the best thing in the movie.
So, all in all?
2.5 stars. You know, if you're on an airplane, watch it. Don't know if it's worth $8, but...
I'm Janice Page for the Boston Globe.
I'm Mark Feeney for the Boston Globe.